Hello everyone. welcome to today's video. Today's topic is one that I really debated whether or not I was going to make a video about it, but I feel like it can be really good to be vulnerable and to talk about things that feel a little bit more sensitive, especially because I feel like those sensitive topics can make people feel a little bit less alone. And the thing that I want to talk about in my video today is pain, and more specifically kind of chronic pain and cycling and just kind of being fit and fitness in general. Since I've started this channel, I've suffered a couple of injuries. And I've dealt with a lot of pain with that, but that's not what I'm referring to today. I deal with serious, excruciating period pain. I have been kind of unofficially diagnosed with endometriosis, which, for those of you who don't know, it means that your endometrial lining of your uterus, I believe, grows outside of your uterus where it's not supposed to, and it causes a tremendous amount of pain. And I haven't been actually tested for it. Endometriosis requires that you undergo a minor surgery to figure out whether or not you have it, and I just haven't done that. But all of that being said, I deal with an incredible amount of pain every month, and it is something that I have to actively manage throughout the month. And I kind of wanted to put that out there, in part because the past few months I have been really dealing with like awful periods. I mean, just like I had to take sick days off of work to manage the pain. Like couldn't, like not being able to get out of bed kind of pain. And it really sucks. And it really affects my well-being and how I kind of walk through the world, and also how I manage my fitness and how I manage my cycling. I have to plan my life around my period, basically, and I track it, and I know exactly what I need to do to help manage that pain, more or less. I've tried a lot of different things to help, but at the end of the day, I still have this really excruciating amount of pain that I deal with every month. And I know that I am not the only one dealing with like either period pain or endometriosis or the innumerable types of chronic pain that can affect your life and well-being and your cycling fitness or your running fitness or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. I think that I wanted to make this video not only just for my watchers who are assigned female at birth who deal with this kind of thing, but also viewers who deal with other types of chronic pain, deal with all kinds of old injuries coming back to haunt you, or autoimmune diseases that cause chronic pain. And it's a whole thing. And I think that when you enjoy cycling, when you enjoy fitness, something that isn't often accounted for is the massive amount of emotional labor that goes into managing your pain. And it's something that goes kind of unspoken, particularly when you are assigned female at birth and you deal with really difficult periods, really painful periods. But I think that all kinds of chronic pain goes dismissed and ignored, and finding your people who understand what it means to structure your life around managing pain can make a huge difference in your life. And when it comes to my fitness, I often just can't do much of anything around my cycle, around the days kind of leading up and of my period. It's just really, oh God, it's, you know, it's awful. You'll have doctors who are like, you have period cramps, go on a run, go exercise. It'll make them feel better. I'm sorry. That does not help. Maybe it helps some people. It certainly does not help me. It's so easy. It's so easy to dismiss how much pain you can find in your body. It is so easy for other people to just sort of like brush you off, including doctors, and having to, I think part of having chronic pain and having to manage pain is to find not only vocabulary to describe it so that other people can understand you and understand what you're experiencing, but also the kind of inner strength to stand up for yourself when you really need someone to hear you, particularly like medical professionals. And it's really frustrating. And so I'm finding myself, I'm about 10-ish days away from my period, and I'm starting to feel my body like ramp up, and I'm starting to feel this like very minor ache in my abdomen, which will ramp up to like really, really awful pain in the next like week or so. And I know it's coming, and I'm just dreading it. And I'm trying to find ways to cope with it. And I'm going to go on a bike ride this afternoon, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I know that will help. But it is just a whole thing. I've been on bikepacking trips when I've kind of been on my period and been in that part of my cycle where I am experiencing a lot of pain. And it is, you know, there's only so much ibuprofen and Tylenol that you can consume before you just feel terrible. Like it might help the inflammation and like some of the pain, but it makes you feel really awful in other ways, i.e. it destroys your stomach. So this video is an homage. I don't know. What might we call it? This video is just a shout out to anyone out there who deals with just like utter excruciating, debilitating pain in your life and in the ways in which it affects your cycling. Or your fitness in general. I haven't talked about this on my channel very much. It feels really vulnerable to put this on the internet, like really vulnerable. And I also feel like oddly, this is dumb, but like talking about women's issues and like period pain is like really taboo. It feels taboo, and it shouldn't be. It's something that like much of the population deals with. And I don't know why it is. So I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna put myself out there and just say, I deal with fucking absolutely excruciating chronic pain every month. It affects my well-being and all of that. And I know that I'm not the only one. And if you are someone watching this and you are feeling that too, you're not alone. And I know it sucks. And I, through this video, am just sort of seeking community as well around that. Yeah. So here's to being extremely vulnerable on the internet, and here's to managing pain, and also being a cyclist, and also having physical activities that you love. And I hope that you have found solutions that work for you. I'm still finding mine. I've found a few things that work. I've found a few things that don't. And yeah, I wish all of you very well. Let me know in the comments below if you commiserate. You know, I always love hearing from you guys. Yeah, and that's the video. I'll see you next week.